Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian Winston along with Brian Stovall.
Hey, everybody.
We are here at Small Business Insight TV today, episode number 3. Well, actually, technically, Brian, I guess it's episode number 1 for the TV, but episode 3 number all total. And then we're happy you could join us. Brian, we got some interesting stuff to talk about here.
Wonderful.
Not going to take too much of your time, but what we're going to do is provide great content, good resources for you all today. Some of the things that's going on in small business, a lot of stuff going on here. Summer, people trying to make money before things get going.
Yeah.
People like to have extra money during this time when it gets warm outside.
Oh yeah,
vacation, golf,
oh yeah,
extra beer money.
Definitely,
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, what do you think? Let's see. We had an idea to talk about some trending topics in small business, but we had an idea. We were listening to a quote you brought up today when you were talking about how marketing is going.
Right.
And if you could refresh that quote, and let's give credit to where it came from because the guy's a pretty sharp guy.
Right. I believe I got that from Ryan Dice and his Digital Marketer Pro membership. It's a membership for actually internet marketers, basically small business owners, anyone that wants to help position themselves as a better marketer. And if I can locate it, let's see. I believe it was here.
If you're an entrepreneur, you want to better position yourself as a marketer. I'm sorry if you have several clients, a lot of clients, a large client base. Well, I've never heard of a client base that's large enough where you don't need it to grow. Have you?
Quite frankly, no. I mean, I've heard of people that will turn down business because they have too much, because they can't take on the workload, but no.
And really, in this economy, in this way of new business models,
right,
the balanced kind of list is preferred.
Yes, definitely.
So you got that page.
Yeah, I found a quote, and basically what Ryan Dice was saying in the Digital Marketer newsletter was, words are out, photos, videos, and infographics are in.
Well, that's a pretty... He texted me that this morning as I was driving doing my daddy errands or what have you. But, you know, it kind of made sense because when you think about it, if you have a website, your website is based on words. Your blog is based on words a lot of times. But have you converged and bridged that gap to new strategies that are more interactive? Video. I think audio, too, has its merits.
Yeah.
You know, people with the iPods and cars now, you can bring it everywhere, everywhere.
Indeed.
And have you can Pandora in cars now.
Right.
I'm digging that. But, you know, these interactive methods where people hear voices, see your faces, or see your messages is pretty important.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, wouldn't you agree that people need to kind of figure out their strategy of how they're doing it with word-based email? I mean, word-based marketing. How they can convert that to a more, I don't want to say visual, audio, more sensory type of marketing, if you will.
Right, right. I agree. I think what has to be done is it has to be a more increase of a sensory perception.
Right.
Because I think really that's where marketing is really going. I mean, you see how Facebook is taking off with things of that nature where it's actually, you see more than, and you also get an actual personal referral from a friend or someone, so it kind of increases your propensity to buy from that particular client or a vendor or whatever. But definitely integration of words into your blogs, maybe have some infographics to explain things that are a little bit more complicated.
Right.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Well, Brian, since you use that word, what does infographics mean? I mean, I had to Google that second. But just in case, seriously, people may not know.
That's true. That's true. Basically, infographics are really pictures that kind of explain complicated issues, such as what happens when a bill becomes a law, if you will. They would possibly do an infographic on that. And another great way to find out about infographics is to basically Google. If you Google and look at the actual, I think, images, I'm sure you'll get all kinds of infographics that will pop up.
That's cool. That's cool. So the theme of today is really how you can, or simple ways that we even use that are just out there that you can make your video, or probably your business more sensory, more not word-based, and more visual audio to people. And one of the things that just kind of popped in my mind is if you have a shop, you have some clients, and Brian's main business is tax and small business development and accounting and things of that nature. So you have some clients that are maybe have brick and mortar businesses, bars or whatever the type may be. Making it interactive, there's ways you can kind of have on your website perhaps a stream live stream your bar.
Yeah.
You know, hey, just as looks naughty, they have it at different places. You can, you know, go on Google and see what's live at certain cameras around the world.
Exactly.
Well, hey, if your business is the best restaurant, the best bar, why not have a cam there, a live streaming camera? I mean, technology is out there where it's not that costly to have it, or maybe not a live 24/7 stream,
right?
But for the big events,
yeah,
you know, like Cinco de Mayo,
yeah, some type of event for a holiday or something, definitely.
So that's a way to even behind the scenes, maybe indication, or maybe some of y'all don't want that because you're dirty, but you know, but some kind of behind the scenes, give them a peek of what you're doing, right?
Right.
You know, that is just something when you're thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
To provide people in touch with your business, to help you connect. And that's what you want to do, really, is connect.
Oh yeah.
With anything.
And that also would lead into, if they have that on their website, the visual stimulation of the inside view of the restaurant or the bar or what have you. You can also build on the back end iPhone apps and things that can also have that technology integrated, so people can be on the go and mobile and use and still see, like, where do we want to go tonight? Oh well, hey, let's go to this bar. Okay, okay. Well, I can actually see what's going on inside the bar. It looks pretty hype. Let's go there.
That's an awesome thing because with that you can actually do those push notifications. Right. You can say, hey, now's the time to look.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So think about different scenarios like that. Another thing that you may want to do is audio's not dead, like we said. Right. And it's really simple to do.
Right.
If you have a computer, a laptop, you got headphones,
yeah.
If you have some downtime, I suggest use it. Now, Brian, do you think there may be one or two ways, maybe just one way that is probably different or maybe in the mix of how people can use audio for their business? Perhaps based on your clientele that you come across.
Sure. I know personally as tax updates and changes come out, I like to use a service that's called Audio Boo.
Right.
And you can look that up if you Google it, Audio Boo. That's audio with boo, as in boo. I scared you, basically. You can use that, and there is an iPhone and I believe an Android app for that also. And as those events or as those updates come out from the IRS or other accounting information structures, I will definitely send out a quick boo about it. And what I'll usually do is I'll package that boo into a blog post. So the boo will give you more of the hierarchical overview, but the actual blog post itself will give you more of the details and maybe a call to action at the end to contact us for additional details or how to go forward.
So you're kind of blending in right there. That's important. Let's get one thing clear. We're not saying ignore text.
No.
Ignore print marketing.
Not at all.
As a matter of fact, we were talking about direct mail is another option because the internet is so saturated. And one of the reasons why email marketing is kind of falling off is because of the spam. And people, even if they know you, they don't have time to read your email.
Right.
I know there's some things in my inbox now I'm looking at here that, you know, are some really good products that are being out, but I don't have time to just check them out because I'm too busy. And that's the thing. So direct mail, we always go to the mail. We love them because I'm looking for checks. I don't know if it's not automatically debited or deposited. I want checks. So you're always going to your mail. People are going to your mail, and why not use that?
Yeah.
That is again. Now this is a thinking out of the box because really, bottom line, folks, is that what we're trying to get people to do.
Right.
Thinking outside the box in terms of their strategies.
Right.
And this is why something like the Digital Marketer Pro is a good resource.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, sometimes when you see things like, oh my goodness, the price is way too high, but think of the value you're getting.
Right.
And you have to be smart in your purchases.
Right.
Because there's going to have, new launches of products every week.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you find value in it, use it. And this is something that's a subscription base that you can, great tools and great tips.
Yeah,
all the time.
Split test, all kinds of information.
Right. So don't be afraid to invest in resources and knowledge that you don't know for areas that can really help your business, such as marketing. Back to that now, we're talking about different ways to market your business, audio, visual, things like that. But offline is important as well. And we're saying that, really, why do you think offline is really important? I think it's because people really don't get that much offline marketing anymore. When you think about it, you get your bills, your letters, your checks in the mail, magazines.
Exactly.
You may get your shopper mailer coupon book.
Yeah, value coupons.
Yeah, but that's it.
Back,
Once in a while you get some things, but it's not inundated like it used to be.
Right.
So now is the time perhaps to really, the gate is open, if you will, to kind of make
the post office is practically hemorrhaging with their budget right now because they're way over budget, and they're on the way. They're might be on the verge of closing, so they are looking for other ways to build business, build relationships with small business owners. Exactly. So it's definitely an avenue that needs to be investigated.
And we kind of talked about that last week in the last episode, having your bases covered. But I saw a commercial where they have that direct mail service. The gentleman with the billboard he has, and nobody's driving by. But they target where you can target people in your zip code, you know, who would frequent your business, who drive past your business every day.
Right.
So those type of targeted mailings, what you want to do is really do, I guess, a cost analysis.
Yes.
To see definitely. If you're doing whatever type of email advertising or SEO or whatever you're doing.
Right.
Kind of weigh that versus offline methods and kind of integrate.
Yeah, you really need to be focusing on a return off of your marketing dollars, a return off of that investment.
Right.
There are definitely a lot of ways that we can get into later where you can track those type of things.
Right. But I think, you know, you really want to do things that stand out.
Yes.
That are not, you know, that you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Now, sometimes you may have to go out of your comfort to really make but don't, I guess what I'm saying is don't be fake. You know what I mean? It's not, it's because people see through that. If you're genuine but still doing things that are different.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily have a snake around me, but if that was part of a message, and I wasn't saying I love snakes, but I did it, but still being me and talking and sharing my message and interacting with people, that's cool. But, you know, that's not going to happen, man.
Say no snakes.
Yeah, I'm really not into that. But, you know, it's important to kind of think outside the box, and that's what we want to do here.
Yeah.
That's what we try and provide, I think. You find a lot of good information on the internet, right, about small business. There's a lot of people who are providing great insight. But I think one of the things that we want to do is create growth resources for your business that a different approach, or things you may not think of, that are less popular but really important.
Yeah.
And that's what we do here. So we're back on this topic here because so many good things to talk about. We're back on audio, video, and email. Seriously though, think about it. When was the last time you opened an email for somebody you really didn't know who it was, who just happened to get your email address because of somewhere or other? You know, I mean, it had to be a compelling headline, really compelling. And even then, you probably were skeptical.
Yeah, I mean, you have the loading of the preview page or the preview page.
Right.
You do a cursory review of the first few lines.
Right.
If it doesn't interest you, you delete it.
Yeah, you know, so got to think outside the box. Video marketing is great. And using YouTube, of course, it's been out there for a while, but use it.
It's more than just cat videos.
Right, exactly. I mean, I didn't realize this, but when you think about it, people actually go to YouTube and search YouTube as if they're searching Google.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't really think about that sometimes, but it hit me, and that's the case.
I know I do personally. Instead of, I would love to see a video on how to do something versus reading something on how to do it.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, you know, think about it too. Just you can market your business by doing how-to, just like we talked about. If your business is that type of oriented, if you're not selling stuff such as clothes or whatever, but you're a restaurateur, if you make a special dish, how to cook so-and-so. Okay, and whatever. And you're in your kitchen doing it, you can get a small camera, inexpensive. We can even list some resources at the end of this video to get started. But the important thing is to think outside the box of how to use audio and video into your business marketing efforts, and just letting you, I guess, really showing people about your business.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to be doing a kind of a direct marketing.
Right.
But you're just really just, like we're doing here, we're not marketing to you all, but we're sharing information to you all via video. And we also use audio, and we may at times use email, maybe, or it's very limited. But the point is that don't stick to one method. I think definitely.
No, you definitely need to test all avenues. Right. I feel like you really want to focus on that return on that investment.
Right.
So you really need to track what you're doing, and the process is going up into the end result.
Yeah, so now we can't talk about marketing, and we can't talk about the audio and video and email marketing without ignoring this social media that we brought by, because it's important. What are the takes on that in terms of, real quick, is it something that people need to get? Yeah, so we're talking about social media and how it can actually kind of integrate in your business and work well. Real quick, is it worth it? I mean, because Facebook has been out for X amount of years, I guess. Right. Twitter's out there. It's still being used. But if you're new to it,
Right.
Is there a possible way to make it dent? Do you think so?
I think so. I think with Facebook or any social media channel, what you need to do is you're gonna have to stick with it. Give it at least a year.
Right.
Because I mean, you can't. It's not any of those with any of your marketing. You need to give it time to actually test it effectively. So figure out which one works for your particular business model. It may not be Facebook. It may be Twitter and LinkedIn. Or as I believe Ryan Dice was talking about recently in his Digital Marketing Pro, Pinterest. Pinterest is now becoming a hot item for everyone, so maybe that will be your channel of choice for your
Google Plus too, right?
Google Plus is another one that's got a lot of integration with videos and hangouts and things that you can do. So just go out there and see what's out there, see what works with your business model. Again, be different. But another thing you can do is look on these social media channels and see if that strategy would work for you. If not, maybe add your own little particular flair to it. So, but yeah, I definitely think it's valid. It's warranted. Yes, it's another channel to get your name and get your business message out there.
Definitely, I think also too with the you're seeing, like you said, well, you just mentioned kind of four off the top, including YouTube, your Google. I mean, probably not Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter. Pinterest, is that what it is? Do what is comfortable for you. You know what I'm saying? What you like. If it seems like Facebook is something cool, then do that, or start with that, or stick with that even. Or this is something where you don't have to do all of them to get involved. Because heck, kind of starts. It can be overwhelming, and you're trying to run a business and do whatever you got to do. Again, outsourcing is important in marketing. Just want to mention that. That's important. We talked about that last week. Okay, but do something that's fun with you. I prefer particular social media platform. I'm not going to say it, but I prefer one over the other just because of my personal feelings. But hey, do what's comfortable for your business, but at least do something. That's the important thing.
Definitely, I agree.
So we talked about mixing in social media because that's important. I think it's really a free way to do your business, and you have friends, and you can generate followers on the Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter quickly. Especially Facebook with the friends or whatever. But do something, generate interest, and say something of value.
Definitely.
Because that's important. Especially if it's about your business and you know things, provide little tidbits and tips that people may know.
Sure.
If you pride yourself on being an honest mechanic, maybe you could tweet certain things about that really differentiate honest mechanics versus shady ones, and how you can tell signs. That would people will really appreciate that. Some of your competitors may not. Definitely. But that's a good way of perhaps just putting good content out there, and that's what you want to do. You're not looking out to make money. I wouldn't look at it as making money by doing social media with what you say on it, but it can also make you money by what you say on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it.
That's something important. So we kind of covered quick things today. We talked about email. Use it sparingly. Use it if you will, but don't just use email.
Right.
We talked about adding audio and video, and we will talk more about how to integrate those into your business with some of the videos we have coming down the road in our free videos as well. But we also talked about social media as well. So really kind of a quick gamut of how to think outside the box for your marketing efforts that you're doing.
Sure.
It's an important way to do. So, we got some good things coming up. A lot of things are happening. But we wanted to give you episode number 3, a really quick talk to you a little bit about what we find is important for small business owners just like yourself. Brian, anything else you want to say to folks before we sign off from episode number 3?
Keep getting your message out there and keep on working at it.
That's a good way to do it. I mean, your message is key. To leave you, we're going to have, as usual, our SBI motivational mindset for the day, and here it is. We talked about the entrepreneur's lifestyle, and that is important. Somebody said to me, what is it? But what it is simply this, folks. It's what you decided or visualized your life to be when you signed that DBA or when you filed those articles of incorporation with the state you live on. We all wanted to start a business for a reason. More time with the family, more money, whatever the case may be. But as you do your business, sometimes you forget about it because you have clients, you have deadlines, you have invoices, you have vendors. those things can take away from your mind. Folks, if you remember that entrepreneur's lifestyle that you had when you started your business, you will remember it. It'll make you smile. It'll make you feel good.
Oh, yeah.
And if you cherish that and put it in the back of your mind as a goal to work on and making that a true part of your life, if you're not living it, ask yourself why. Thank you for watching SBI Small Business Insight TV episode number 3. Brian Winston, this is Brian Stovall. See you guys later.
Take care, everyone.